talk about mental health, uh, I would look at it in the form of a continuum. Okay, it can range from the unpleasant negative thoughts, positive thoughts that we have about ourselves. Meaning, let's start from the positive end of the spectrum and move on to the negative. So the positive could be healthy attitudes, healthy self concept, healthy self esteem, not over not being ego inflated, knowing one's boundaries, knowing what one can do, what one needs more help with, knowing one's strength. So from that on the spectrum, we then move on to having mild difficulties in the relationships, and then we give ourselves explanations about what is the reason for these relationship difficulties. Is it something that I did, or is it something that the other person is doing to me? And it can be something which can be resolved by talking, communicating, negotiating. Then moves on to a slightly more problematic mental, what health issues. So I would say positive to problems, minor problems, to mental health issues, when we will call it. And that's a little more intense in terms of the distress and the disturbance, the stress we may experience, the tension we may experience, the anxiety we may experience, the nervousness that may happen before any kind of, for example, a child who is, or a person who has to face an interview or has to do some performance. Then that initial few moments before, I'm sure you also would have experienced just before we start the webinar, oh, it's time to start. And that, there is an activation in the body. Now that activation, when I begin to look at it negatively, becomes a problem for me. Till the time I name it as an excitement, it is fun, it's good, I feel energetic. But the moment I start naming it in terms of, my confidence or my self-esteem, or will I be able to, perform as much as I thought? So the issue part of it becomes much more intense. And then you have mental illness and disorders, okay, which is the much more, what one would say, much more severe kind of mental thought processes and emotional dysfunctions that disrupts your function. So when you're asking me the question about how can we find out whether my mental health condition, I'm assuming the mental health disordered or illness phase that I'm experiencing, is it because of interpersonal challenges or is it a consequence? One thing we need to understand is when we talk about mental health, what is mental health? Mental health is defining the way I think, the way I feel, and therefore the way I behave, and then what interpretations I make of what is happening around me and what people are doing, and etc. So it's all about thinking, perception, emotions, the intensity. And what happens is when I am in that phase of mental disorder, not just mental health issue, but along, the kind of slide back starts from mental health issue. From there onwards, the way I would relate to others changes. So it is very difficult to say whether interpersonal problems के वजह से mental health issues आए हैं या mental health concerns डेवलप होने की वजह से interpersonality में ज़्यादा, interpersonal relations में problems आ रहे हैं. Okay, one good way to look at it is that when there are difficulties that I begin to experience in any relationship, whether it's my family, my spouse, or with my children, or at my workplace, we need to look at how it is affecting us. Say, mera boss ne mujhe, he's probably, shouted at me for something, maybe something that I have not done according to his or her expectation, and they have kind of publicly, censured me. How does it affect compared to if they are calling me into their cabin and saying this is not expected and you go and correct this in this manner? Okay, so any of these circumstances are going to affect our perceptions. So we need to be aware of our perceptions. If we don't be aware of our perceptions, if we don't be aware of how these experiences are affecting us, and we kind of give explanations to our own selves which we don't test out with someone else, then we are likely to interpret those experiences in a negative manner and believe it to be true. which, if I begin to believe it to be true, then it's going to affect the way I connect the next time with that person or in that context, which will further lead to negative experiences, and that's where it becomes more of a problem. Okay, so where we do see that the interpersonal context of the individual, when the person finally arrives at the counselor's cabin or at a doctor's clinic or is sharing with a friend, very close friend, the first thing that other person would do is, how did it all start? Okay, and where we see that there have been interpersonal difficulties, okay, examination needs, prior to it blowing up to this level, we need to begin is any kind of a particular perception in the person's mind. It is the context which has created the person's mind. Death, loss of a loved one, or unemployment, or even now what we are experiencing in terms of social distancing, not being able to connect, are going to affect our mental well-being. But when we look at it from the context of mental disorders, it is also possible that my mental health, poor mental health condition is contributing to the interpersonal difficulties. In all, that's what I'm actually saying.